Hey there. Okay, so I'm going to break down what this course is all about and give you the opportunity to feel if it's right for you, if it feels like a fit for you, and give you kind of the breakdown of how it's going to play out. So first and foremost, I designed this course because I'm hearing from so many of you the feeling that you're trying to build your career and get promotions and grow in that corporate ladder. You're also trying to be a really good team leader for everybody that you're supposed to be leading on your team. You're also trying to be really incredible at your personal life. So showing up for friendships, showing up for your family members, being really great in your personal romantic life. And then also don't forget about all of the self-care that you're supposed to be doing, all of the Epsom salt baths and the facials and the massages and the self-care lists that go on and on and on. Hey there. Okay, so I want to break down what this course is going to be about so that you can feel into whether or not it feels like a good fit. You'll reach out to me with any questions, and when you're ready, you'll jump right in and start changing the way you respond to stress, anxiety, and overwhelm. First, I want to let you know I created this course because I'm hearing so much feedback from a lot of my one-on-one clients about how overwhelmed you feel, how juggling your personal life, your career life, is just not feeling doable anymore. So to be really great in your career and do all of the tasks that your managers and bosses put on your plate while being a great leader is becoming more than you can manage in a workday. So then it bleeds into your personal life when you have your own expectations of wanting to be a really great friend and enjoy your time with your friends, be really present and enjoy your family, to be good and showing up for your personal romantic relationships, and then also having time, your own downtime, to meal prep and work out and meditate and go for long walks and take an Epsom salt bath and do all of the self-care things that you feel like you're supposed to be doing. And there just aren't enough hours in the day. Do you recognize that feeling, that like panic, rush, overwhelm of I'm supposed to be meditating, but oh my God, if I could just get this 15 minutes to get something else done, it might be more useful? I know it, I've been there. I'm gonna help you. So first and foremost, we need to understand where that expectation is coming from. And as an energy worker, what I know to be true is that it's not what we say we want and what we believe, it's what we feel, it's what we vibrate on. So I want you to imagine that your vibration and your energy system is like a radio frequency. So if I'm vibrating on the belief that I need to be great in all of these areas, and if I just tried a little bit harder, or if I were just a little bit smarter, or if I were just a little bit better with time management, or I were just a little bit kinder, then all of these things would go into play and it would be easier and they would flow easier. That's what I'm going to keep creating. That's the reality that I'm going to keep seeing presented back in my real life. Okay? So it's not what I say I believe, it's what I feel in my subconscious inner dialogue. And all of that subconscious inner dialogue was programmed when you were a really little person. It usually happens between like 3 or 4 years old to 7, 8, sometimes 9 years old. And in that time span, we don't know how to discern fact from fiction when it comes to all of the information that we're getting from the adults around us. So we take it all in as fact. Facts like, well, did you try your hardest? You need to try as hard as you can to get good grades and be good at school. Or, I have to work really hard in order to provide this lifestyle for you. People have to work really hard to have a nice life. Our parents totally say that to us. Or things about money, things about success, things about friendships, right? All of those expectations and rules are programmed when we're little. And then we're an adult and we don't realize that they're still running in the background because we've never known an adult critical thinking mind without them there. So as an adult, intellectually, you might be able to see that it's impossible for someone to be everything for everyone or to get our value from the external world, right? If my only sense of self and my value is based on whether or not I get the promotion, whether or not I say the right thing in the meeting with the whole team watching me, whether or not my friends think I'm a good friend. If all of my value is based on external approval, then I'm constantly looking outside myself for that gain, for that worth, versus knowing how I feel about myself inside. Okay, you with me so far? So the way that we reprogram those old thoughts and get that subconscious internal dialogue online with our intellectual mind of knowing that doing our best is by far good enough and it doesn't have to be all the time, every day. The way that we get those two in alignment is by reprogramming the subconscious thoughts. So here's where the magic comes in. Each week, I'm going to send you a different 15-minute recording. And in that 15-minute recording, I'm going to be going into your subconscious mind and reprogramming those old thoughts that we were talking about. Once those thoughts are reprogrammed, the old triggers might still come at you. So your boss being frustrating and expecting more than you think that you should be able or humanly possible to perform. Our moms, right? Like parents coming at you with information that we're not good enough, we're not trying enough, whatever the guilt is, wherever the trigger is, we might still trigger on it. The magic is that you're going to recover faster. So instead of spending 2 weeks having that fake conversation of why didn't I say, or why didn't I do, or I wish I would have come up with this line, or I wish I would have been better at, without berating yourself for 2 weeks, you're going to spend maybe 20 minutes on it and move past it, because your subconscious mind is no longer going to think that those expectations are valid or real or even in the realm of something that you strive for. And that's the win. The faster recovery is the win. What ends up happening once you get there, for me, I noticed I was enjoying my day-to-day life a lot more. Most of my clients noticed the trigger hits, I recover faster. I enjoy work at this point. I enjoy my time with my family at this point. I enjoy when I'm with my friends at Sunday brunch, because I no longer have those Sunday scaries of freaking out about the amount of emails that I'm going to open on Monday, right? So that is the win. The dialing back the stress and the anxiety on the anticipation of not being able to keep up is where the win comes from. And all of that magic happens in the 15-minute recording each week. So in just that 15 minutes, you're going to be able to change the way you're responding to stress and anxiety just in that 15 minutes a week. You're also going to have access to a library full of different mindfulness techniques. So meditations, you could be walking during a lot of them, grounding meditations, different breath techniques, all kinds of stuff that's in there is just extra. That's all gravy. All you need to do is that 15 minutes a week, listening with me, focusing with me for 15 minutes. I guide you through the whole thing, and then you're back on with your day. And you're gonna notice these slow, subtle shifts until one day you wake up and realize that thing normally would have triggered me and I would have spun out for 2 weeks on that thing and I'm totally fine. And that's the magic. That's when you start really, truly enjoying this life that you're working so hard to create. Reach out with any questions. I can't wait to have you here, and make sure you share all of your wins with me. I want to hear about them. Thanks so much.